to Illini Drive on WPGU 107.1. I am Nathan DeHaan, here with me, Jake Hasan, Brendyn Jones, Alex Aguilera. How's everybody doing? How's everybody's Wednesday?
Pretty good. I've been playing a lot of Mario Kart on my phone. It just came out last night, I think.
Oh, right, it did.
Is it like...
No.
You like steer with the phone?
No, I hate it because it's like you have to put... It's like the regular... You face your phone regular, like it's up. Like you don't go side.
Really? Do you still...
No,
It's not horizontal?
Nah.
That's kind of...
It's whack. It's kind of whack.
It's
not as good as I thought it was going to be. Also, like, there's a lot of bugs.
That.
I don't know. It's weird. It's fun.
Because I saw a trailer for it, and I thought, oh, that's just an option to play it. They're just like, oh, you could play it this way, but... Okay.
Nah, I was kind of hurt when it wouldn't turn to the side.
This feels like...
You're right, this is Mario Kart.
Horizontal.
Right.
Extreme Hannibal Buress voice. Whack. For a second, I couldn't think of his name, and I was really disappointed in myself.
I think Hannibal Buress is one of my top 3 favorite stand-ups.
He's awesome.
He's very funny.
He needs another Netflix special.
Yeah, no kidding. Speaking of something that's whack, can I use this transition?
Yeah, I mean, I won't say anything. Nathan just looked at me for permission.
Right.
Can I use this?
It looked like you had something to say.
Oh no, I was just saying my Wednesday's cool, but
all right, good.
Except for that calf cramp or whatever.
So what's whack is that CAMS is closing on October 20th. Scott Cochran announced there was a full staff meeting on Tuesday. He talked there, then he talked to the News Gazette. CAMS is officially closing its doors after homecoming weekend. I think that they might be open that Monday to give everybody like that one last night they can go to CAMS. It's sad to see it go. I know that the new CAMS is in the process of being built on First and Green right now. The plan for that bar is to have CAMS it's going to be 3 bars and 1 entrance. It's going to be CAMS and yeah, it is dumb, but I'm just telling the people what it's going to be.
We're just doing our journalistic job.
Exactly. So the Big J Journalism talking about the 3 for 1 bars that are going up. CAMS right there. Next door it's going to be stands, and then on top is going to be a place called Last Chance. They're all going to be sort of different vibes, I guess, but all one entrance. I don't know what the deal is.
That's actually whack. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's dumb.
That actually is whack.
Well, I got the inside.
It's been a whack Wednesday.
I got yo. I got that insider info.
Brendyn might have just done something there.
Whack Wednesday. I love it.
It's really going to stink for the students on campus. There's only going to be 2 bars for people to go out to. Illinois sort of social life kind of relies on its 19 to get in the bars. You can go out. Last year we lose Clyde's and Firehouse. CAMS gets taken over by new management. Some people like the new one. A lot of people prefer the old one. Now CAMS is closing its doors, so it's pretty much just Joe's and Lion. Some people
lines are going to be asinine.
And Brothers. People are going to. I mean, Brothers is going to have an uptick in students that attend there. I don't really know if Legends and Murphy's benefit off of this. They're kind of campus bars, but nobody really goes out there.
Actually, you know what? Murphy's on a Saturday night, not bad.
You been?
Yeah.
You enjoy it? You recommend?
Yeah, it's actually not bad. It's just it's kind of chill. It reminds me of that Firehouse vibe a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty laid back. I actually like it.
I've had a few people that I had some friends that studied abroad in Australia, and they got really into playing pool, and so they'll go to Legends and play pool.
I used to have a pool table before, so I moved when I was like 16, and we had a pool table in my old house, and my parents were like, "Yeah, we're not bringing the pool table," and I was just like, "Cool, that's."
Do you are you good at pool?
I used to be when I had a pool table to practice on.
Yeah. My buddy has one at his place now, so sometimes I go over there and play. I haven't been to Legends to play pool yet, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the campus changes with that. This personally breaks my heart because I worked at CAMS, so it's sad to see it go.
It's okay, man.
Yeah, it's all right.
Group hug at the break.
Yeah, yep. Good call. Some other Illini news. I want to try to keep it a little local here to begin with, but Illinois football's off this week. There hasn't been a lot of headliner news. We kind of got our frustrations about the Nebraska game out early on. So we wanted to talk about Illinois volleyball. We have our very own Brendyn Jones, covers Illinois volleyball for the Daily Illini. So Brendyn, give us an update. Let's just talk.
So
we don't do that enough on this show. We don't talk enough on this show.
Just level with me, man. How's it going?
This last weekend they played Pacific and Loyola Marymount, and they won both both matches in 4 sets. Which was good. You can see that their young talent is finally clicking with, getting into the system and stuff. Who had a big game this weekend? I know. Oh, Bruna. Sorry. Just escaped my mind. Bruna Vrankovic had a pretty good few matches this weekend, and then on Friday, this coming Friday, the team is back for the first time since early September. And they play Nebraska, who's obviously the team that sent them home last year in the Final Four. It should be a huge atmosphere. Nebraska's ranked number 3 right now, but obviously the Illini want to have that type of revenge game and also set their season back on track because they are 5-4 and they're ranked 20th right now. When they came into the season ranked 6th, so it should be a super exciting game, and I'm excited to cover it.
So for the people that don't know, this game against Nebraska is Stuff Huff, pretty big event. Everybody, all the students and everybody attending is invited to wear blue. It's going to be a massive crowd because of just the nature of this event, but also just all that monotone one color blue, all in unison. I love the storylines for this game because not only
super exciting.
Not only is it the Big Ten opener, not only is it Stuff Huff, not only is it against a really quality team, it's against the team that sent you home last Final Four. Illinois knows they can compete at the level that Nebraska is. Yeah. They know that they're better than their 20th ranking right now. So there's just the amount of just outside stuff that is coming in and going to make this game so electric. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah,
it's crazy that they're ranked 20th.
That's
wild.
It is wild, but they
it's
have
warranted.
Dropped a few matches that they probably shouldn't have. Against Colorado, I think they lost 3-0. They did beat Marquette, which was ranked. They were ranked 6th or 7th at the time, which was a super good win, quality win. But I understand why they've dropped. It's just volleyball is just so competitive at the top.
And if you lose 4 in a row, the voters or the pollers or whatever are going to start to say, where's this team really at?
But the good thing about the Big Ten is that if they go on a run and they beat Nebraska and they beat other quality teams, they could be back in the top 10 easily.
Who else was ranked in the Big Ten? Off the top of your
head? Off my head, Nebraska, Wisconsin, Illinois, Minnesota definitely, Penn State. Those are the top 5. Go ahead, Jake.
Volleyball game.
Go off,
crazy.
Jake. And then there's some other ones that are I think ranked a little lower, but no, the Big Ten is such a quality conference for volleyball. So if they are able to go on a run and things are finally able to click for them at a consistent level, there's no way that they can't be back in the running for one of the best teams in the nation come the end of the year.
Yeah. Obviously, Illinois loses 2 All-Americans. Very tough to replace. They still have one on the team. But yeah, the Big Ten's a proven ground.
Yeah.
You get through the Big Ten, then you come out, winning record, beating most teams, taking care of the teams that you need to take care of. This team struggled a little bit at the beginning, but we also saw them beat Tennessee twice to start the year. We've also seen them beat number 7 Marquette. I don't know if they play their level of competition or if they maybe just had a bad span of games, but it happens. It's college athletics. It's not going to be quality perfect every single time. So
I think the thing that they are most cognizant of is the fact that they do have a lot of young talent. They had to replace those 2, or not replace, but fill in for those 2 All-Americans, and they have a lot of freshmen playing. Diana Brown is a redshirt freshman, is the starting setter. Bruna Vrankovic is really good. Riley Hinton had 8 blocks. So there's a lot of young talent. They just have to learn how to play with each other. And this team is super exciting to watch. And if they do, if they're able to click and Ashlyn Fleming and Jacqueline Quaid are able to still play at the level that they are, it should be a super exciting Big Ten stretch.
Where are you going to be for the game on Friday?
At Huff Hall.
Oh, right. But
where
in
the media section.
Okay. I know Jake and I will be there shooting video for it.
Oh, really? I'll be there's in the media section, it's above the first row of seats and then below the second row of seats. So there's just this huge row. BTN, Student U will be there, all the SIDs. That's where I'll be.
All right.
Gabby.
All right, man. Should be exciting. Make sure to make it to Stuff Huff on Friday. Go to Huff Hall. Wear blue. Should be electric. Another team that doesn't get enough airtime and all of a sudden has been brought to sort of national attention is Illinois soccer. They're number 10 in the RPI. They're not ranked as of right now, but they're 7-1, and they got a brand new place in DeBarian Park. It's a new project they're working on. It's going to be both for women's soccer and for track and field. The old soccer field was in the track, like the 400-meter track. It was inside of that. That is going to get removed, and there's going to be the throwing events are going to have a space inside there now. The new soccer field is on the other side. They're currently in the process of building sort of the box and everything that is going to go into it, and that won't all be ready until next fall when the Illini kick off their 2020 season. But right now, it's still new turf, and it's proving to be a home field advantage. They beat Colorado College this last Sunday, and then Friday this last weekend. Okay, so I misspoke. This last Friday they beat Northwestern. The Sunday before that they beat Colorado College, both there at DeMarion Park. A 2-0 win against Colorado College and a 3-1 win to start their Big Ten season against Northwestern. I mean, it's a really good team, and Illinois soccer. People forget that Jim Ellis, the head coach of the U.S. women's soccer team, started her coaching career at Illinois. Coached for Illinois soccer.
Seems good.
I did not know that.
Yeah, she has Illini ties. I mean, Illinois soccer has sent some really impressive pros to some of the different programs in the NWSL. I mean, and that's for all the stuff, all the flank that Americans get about soccer and everything. They have the best women's league. The North American,
really?
The North American Women's Soccer League is the most quality league. A lot of women's World Cup players come from their area. I mean, most of the the U.S. women's national team comes from there. A few people play abroad.
Interesting.
And of course, England and France and the places that have had traditions established in soccer for a while are going to have competitive leagues too. But I don't know what it is. I think it's sort of like a gender equality thing of the United States sort of maybe being a little bit ahead of some other countries with
And the fact that their soccer team has just dominated the last
8 years.
12 years.
I mean, 2 straight World Cups and then runner-up the year before in a heartbreaker to Japan.
Seems pretty good.
It's not bad, not too shabby. So, Illinois soccer will be in action tomorrow in Iowa City, and then this Sunday they'll be playing Nebraska. If you want to catch them the next time that they're home, next Thursday they host Indiana at the aforementioned DeMarion Park. Make sure to get there and see how the women are doing. You guys have any other Illinois sport notes that you want to talk about? Anything that has come across your desk or whatnot? Because it's kind of a slow week for it, especially with no football game on the week.
Baseball, softball, and the women's golf team are all, I think, starting this weekend as well, if I'm not mistaken.
No way, baseball's in the spring.
They do fall
ball.
They do.
True.
I think that's this weekend.
Do they play Butler?
I'm checking right now. Ooh, swimming and diving is on Saturday. Yeah, that's the 28th. That makes sense. Yeah, so baseball starts on the 28th against Indiana State. Softball against Jefferson College, and Heartland Community College, actually. And then volleyball this weekend. Women's golf is also this weekend. Softball again on Sunday. And then, as you said, Nathan, soccer on Sunday. So, yeah, softball and baseball starting. Those 2 programs are pretty good. People forget that.
Yeah, the baseball team every year has a shot at going to College World Series. The way that they play and how good that they've been as of lately.
Yeah, fall ball schedule for Illinois baseball. They actually already played Butler on the 14th of September. That was about almost 2 weeks ago. Then Indiana State this Saturday. Great Lakes Canadians. I've never even heard of that.
Great Lakes Canadians?
Yeah, I'm going to do some research.
Is it a Canadian? It better be a Canadian school.
Or is it? Are they the Canadian? Yeah, it wouldn't make sense for an American team to have the Canadian mascot.
Let's see. This is interesting.
If not, that would make me
just
mad.
like
Just like Bowling Green. I can't stand Bowling Green.
Why not?
Because their colors aren't green. I can't stand Bowling Green.
Man, Alex is a man of simple things, and I just love it. It's hilarious.
How are you called Bowling Green and your colors are orange and black? That makes no sense. That's so stupid.
I typed in Great Lakes Canadians into Google, and Google's giving me search results on the literal Great Lakes.
All
right, so they gotta be.
Wait. Geography question. Can you name all 5 Great Lakes right now?
Not a chance.
Brendyn, try it.
Superior, Michigan,
Erie,
Ontario. There's one more.
Is Ontario one?
Yeah.
Yeah, Lake Ontario.
I know that one.
Superior, Michigan, Ontario,
Erie.
What's the last one?
I have it right in front of me.
Lake.
It's the second largest. It separates Michigan from Canada.
My 4th grade teacher would be so mad.
Okay. Michigan and Kent. Yeah, I don't know.
Oh, I got the last one too.
What is
Because
it?
again, Google is
I'm
giving me
gonna
Great
feel
Lakes
so
stuff.
stupid.
It's Lake Huron.
Oh,
Oh,
that's the one I can never
man.
pronounce. Yeah, okay.
Okay,
I'm
so
not mad.
basically what I got here about the Great Lakes Canadians is it's a Canadian league for like 17 and 18U, and then they also have like a college program that then like just shoots kids off into like JUCO and D3 and a couple of
Okay.
D2.
That's cool.
Cool.
So
Interesting.
very
Well,
interesting.
Well, make sure to check out all the Illinois sports that are happening this fall, whether it be fall ball, whether it be stuff off on Friday, whether it be the soccer team this coming Thursday. We're going to take our first break. Before we take our break, I'd like to remind you that this program tonight is brought to you by Headline Music App, a new mobile app for iPhone that lets music fans everywhere discover new songs they love. Headline Music is the fastest way for fans to find new music and for artists to gain the exposure they aren't getting from other places. Artists upload a 30-second clip to Headline Music and let their fans swipe left or right. This lets the artist know whether or not someone is feeling their song. For more information, visit their website at www.headlinemusicapp.com. Download Headline Music on the App Store today. We're going to take our break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about how good Mitch looked against the Redskins on Monday. So stick with us. And welcome back to Illini Drive on WPGU 107.1. This fall, WPGU needs your help to choose the best 107 alternative songs of all time. It's a WPGU 107.1 Ultimate Song Battle. Is it going to be Wonderwall by Oasis, Numb by Linkin Park, High Hopes by Panic at the Disco? Would it be Santeria right there that we heard coming on before the break? You get to choose. Go to WPGU.com and vote now until Friday, October 12th. Then tune into Flashback from noon to 1 after the vote closes and all through November to hear the songs you voted for. It's the WPGU Ultimate Song Battle only on WPGU 107.1. So guys, how to feel to have the Bears on Monday Night Football? Always kind of nerve-wracking thing.
It's always interesting.
Because like the Packers are on Thursday night this week, and it's one of those things where you're like, everyone's just going to be watching one game, and it's my team.
It's interesting, especially because the Bears as a whole on primetime have been awesome. I mean, they smacked the Vikings twice on national television last year. That Rams game, obviously, which was ugly, but they won. So it's interesting, and there's always, again, of course, the mantra of can Mitch do it in prime time? He's a little skittish under the lights. And he was great. He was phenomenal, awesome, incredible for a half, and then kind of rolled it back a little bit in the second half. But overall, really, really good performance from him. Really, really good performance from the team as a whole. Akeem Hicks, I think it sounds like is going to be okay.
Yeah.
Sounds like he should be fine. And knowing that guy, like if he's just a little sore, like he's going to fight to be out there on Sunday, which that Vikings-Bears game, getting the top CBS broadcast team with Romo and Nance, which is awesome. So I'm excited for that. But good game. You smacked around a team that you should have smacked around.
Yeah. I noticed.
Keenum.
Oh, I noticed. Okay, so let me hear everybody's thoughts on HaHa Clinton Dix after that game.
Man.
He's awesome.
He's
Yeah,
good, man.
I mean, that first
good.
pick six was just phenomenal to see. I mean, that was our first pick six of the year, and it was a great run after the catch. And I don't know, I'm happy. I'm happy
yeah,
that
I'm
he
glad
got
I'm glad
2-0.
that Washington didn't want him and we picked him up. I mean,
Washington wanted him.
Oh,
They
they
offered
did
him
want
more
him?
money than the Bears did.
I thought they didn't want him.
No, they did. They offered him, I think, a longer and bigger contract, but he said he wanted to go play with Eddie Jackson.
He's on a 1-year deal with the Bears,
Yes.
isn't he?
Correct.
So my only thought was everybody kept saying afterwards, HaHa Clinton Dix, you guys really happy with Amos? You want HaHa back? That first pick six was for me watching him enough was classic HaHa Clinton Dix, where the quarterback sails the ball and you just got to save him right there to just boom, looks like it's roped right to him. I've seen it a lot. The nice thing about him is how much of an athlete is. I mean, his run back on the pick six does a good job of weaving in and out. Same thing on the other interception, was able to bring it past half field, I believe.
Yeah.
He brought it 40.
He had a good return.
I was gonna say that's the one and he is an awesome athlete. It's just it was just that first pick was classic. He's kind of leaving the receiver too much room, and then the quarterback sails it so he looks primed right where he needs to be. But I mean, no, he's still a good safety. I still think that watching Amos and Dix this season will kind of be a fun side bet of who won the swap between the Packers and Bears, because I think they both bring good things to the table.
Yeah.
After that game, I mean, you talked about, Jake, that you smack around a team that you should smack around.
Mm-hmm.
Where's the confidence level after a game that the Bears go in and just win it, rather than tease you a little bit like the Broncos won?
I think the confidence level is high. Going into this game, I was a little worried that they'd kind of not come out the way they did. You know, the 28-0 lead, and I thought it would be a little closer. I'm glad that they came out, scored points. The offensive game plan, the offensive play calling, I was really happy with. So I mean, my confidence is at a solid 8 or 9 right now, because I think, and this is what you want from your team every year. You want to see them get better or look better every week. And granted, the Bears started the bar for that at the floor, and there was only and nowhere to go but up. But they have. I mean, you had the Packers game, and then you took a step forward against Denver. I think you took a leap forward here across everything. You got more David Montgomery. Nagy was solid play calling. Mitch was really good too. The receivers, you had a lot of your playmakers involved. Taylor Gabriel, obviously. Allen Robinson and Trey Burton had some really nice plays. Cordell Patterson, liked what I saw from him too. I think I would really rather stop seeing the Cordell Patterson like dives up the middle on short yardage situations. That's what you have like Montgomery and Mike Davis for. But I mean, whatever, it worked. I enjoyed the Wildcat. That was interesting. Shocking. It was a run. Whatever.
Surprise!
But, yeah. But I thought it was really good. I thought Nagy, at no point this week did I think that Nagy was trying to be the smartest guy in the room, and which is good, because when he doesn't do that and just calls a clean game, calls a game knowing what he has in his playmakers, things go well, and you win 31-15.
Yeah, I think we saw Trubisky exactly what we need to see from him for the Bears to be successful. He had one spectacular throw to Taylor Gabriel, right in the front corner of the end zone. But other than that, he just made the right plays. Like, the Bears don't need him to be spectacular. They just need him not to make wrong plays. And this game was perfect. He 25 for 31. He made the right plays. He made the right passes when he needed to. Yeah, that one interception was, kind of bad. But, I mean, overall, he had a really good game for Mitch Trubisky.
And then once again, the defense showed up. I mean, you only give up 10 to the Packers. You only give up like 14 to the Broncos. And now you only give up 15 to Washington. So, I mean, I'm liking how the defense is looking. Haven't even given up 20 points yet this season. I think my confidence level is at like around a 7.5.
Yeah.
Because I think with the game against Washington, I think the first half, like Jake said, they look great. And then second half, they look kind of Like, I mean, they were still good.
Scary.
But, I got a little worried there first. Like, I was like, oh, okay, they didn't play like a full 60 minutes. So I think, if they play a solid game through and through against Minnesota, that's where I'm like, okay, my confidence is through the roof. But
Only thing is, like, with that second half, it reminded me a little bit of, like, sometimes something that Nagy does where he plays not to lose.
Right.
He
didn't go, and that was going to be my one complaint too. He didn't step on their throat. He
Yeah.
didn't just go for it. He played not to lose, a little conservative, which he's done before, like you said.
The thing is, when you're up on 28-3 at half on a team like the Redskins, it's
Right.
probably going to work. I mean, playing not to lose. I don't know. Trubisky struggled a little bit in the second half, but I'm tipping my cap. I've been a Trubisky hater, but he has a good game. I can admit that. Also liked seeing Nagy commit to David Montgomery.
Yes.
He had 13 carries. Yes, Cordell Patterson had 4 carries because I don't know. And then everybody else only had 1 carry, or Cohen had 4, but he was kind of not really utilized. Tariq Cohen has Tariq Cohen taken a backseat in this offense, or is it just like is him not performing to a level that he was last year?
I think part of it is the offense hasn't been running as efficiently as you'd like to be able to do like the trick plays and stuff that you want to do with him.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe a few more screens or something. I don't know. He got 6 touches last night. I just feel like I haven't seen as much of Tariq Cohen, and that punt return that got the flag that ended up bringing it back. But I mean, he reminds everybody, hey, look, I'm a really good athlete. I'm shifty. It's hard to bring me down.
Yeah.
It's like a young Darren Sproles in a way.
And that one screen play that he did have where he went 24 yards.
Yeah.
He can make people miss.
I think this was the plan though with Cohen. Like you drafted Montgomery for a reason, so that you didn't see Cohen as much in the running game, and you could see him be a pass catcher. I mean, he had 4 targets still, and I mean Montgomery was also part of that passing game. But I think as the offense gets better and progresses more, and it starts to look better, we're going to see more Cohen and split out wide or what have you.
Okay, I can trust that. So I got questions. First, we're gonna talk undefeated teams because I looked and there are 8 undefeated teams still remaining. 2 got to go because Patriots and Bills both undefeated play this week. Chiefs and Lions both undefeated play this week. Who wins both of those games? Pretty obvious, yeah. Patriots,
Yes.
Chiefs.
I was gonna say Bills and the Lions won that game. Both
No,
of
you
them.
weren't.
No.
No, you weren't.
Wait, is that game the Patriots game in Foxborough?
At Bills, and the Chiefs are at Lions.
Okay, the Lions are gonna lose because the Lions stink.
The Lions don't stink.
The Lions stink.
The Lions are quietly good.
I bet you they lose by 35.
35? All right.
35.
I shook on it.
Oh,
Yep.
wow, they shook on it.
We didn't even discuss terms, but whatever.
It's just a bet that I'm going to win.
Yeah,
35?
You probably will.
That's crazy.
But I was being hyperbolic, Nathan. You
hell
didn't
of
put me on
a
the
hell of a
spot
spread.
Like that. I don't hate the Bills at home.
I can't believe you're going to tell me right now that the Lions stink and you like the Bills to beat the Patriots.
In my defense, I've seen a lot more Lions games in my entire life than Bills games.
Lions have quietly beat Eagles and Chargers. Yeah,
Yeah,
they tie the Cardinals, which is tough, but whatever. Yeah, I mean,
I don't hate the Bills.
I think
they lose.
I think they make it super interesting though.
Yeah, I think so.
I saw something that that this game is like senior homecoming for Buffalo. Everyone's way too excited about it, and it's just gonna disappoint. Cowboys at Saints on Sunday Night Football. Do Cowboys stay undefeated? Saints looked good against the Seahawks.
Saints.
Surprised some teams.
Saints.
You think Saints win that game?
Saints.
I hope the Saints win. that
Calling
game.
it. Calling it.
I really like the Cowboys this year.
Yeah, they're really good.
I mean,
Dak
they're really
wants that money.
Yes.
I've bought in the Dak hype train.
good. I'm banking on a choke.
Um,
Bam, just banking on it.
Packers play the
Cowboys
Eagles
fan.
on Thursday Night Football. Packers probably stay undefeated. It's in Lambeau.
In Lambeau, probably.
Yeah.
Imagine. And the Eagles are so injured. I don't think they have a healthy wide receiver on the roster right now.
The Eagles injury report is funny to follow. It is just
Every year.
especially right now though, with like 3 wide receivers, like a quarterback, like just so much. They're not going to have Darby for that game, so they don't have one of their best coverage corners to go up against Devontae Adams and Aaron Rodgers' scheme. The Rams at home against the Buccaneers. Rams stay undefeated.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Niners Browns Monday Night Football. The Niners stay undefeated. I like the
Yeah.
Niners.
Who's home?
Niners.
Niners.
The Niners have looked good. Jimmy G was shaky in week 1, and then he's got kind of like Mitch. He's gotten better every week.
This game has like a Baker like come at you game feel though. Monday Night Football like.
Niners fans are like pretty.
It's
they
that,
fill
this,
that
this
stadium
is this
pretty
is
well,
this
though.
is week 5 also. The Niners are off this week,
Okay.
which
Who
is
do the Browns play this week then?
great question. Great question, Jake.
Thanks, man.
I have no clue.
I feel like it's
They
play at the Ravens.
Yeah.
at Ravens. Ooh.
Oh,
Yikes.
Melvin Gordon is coming back.
That's not great. Yeah,
So
right?
Thursday, yeah, it's confirmed now.
Confirmed Melvin Gordon coming back.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
Breaking. I think that, I have a feeling the 49ers win that game. They have a week to just chill out. They were at WrestleMania last night. That was pretty cool.
Pretty.
Yeah.
This is a dumb time for a bye week though.
Yes, it is. Bye weeks
Every
this
team
early,
has to
yeah.
have a week. Some teams have to have a week 4 bye, and like you don't want it when you're 3-0. You're
yeah,
rolling.
right.
You're rolling. Now you all of a sudden you got to sit there and you prepare and you get a little bit of rest and it helps, but it's not great. All right, we're gonna go around the division. We're gonna predict our playoff predictions because I tweeted out my playoff predictions today. Follow me on Twitter at DeHaan_Nathan. But
Great plug.
thank you. So I'll start because I'm kind of prepared for this.
Go for it.
AFC, I have Patriots as a 1 seed, Chiefs as a 2 seed, Ravens as a 3 seed, Texans as a 4 seed, Colts as a 5 seed, and I still believe in the Browns. They get in as a 6 seed. So I'm not quite ready to commit to the Bills. If the Bills beat the Patriots this week,
Yeah.
then maybe I commit to the Bills, but I'm not quite there. In the NFC, I got the Rams as the number 1 seed. I'm all the way on the Cowboys. I got them as the number 2 seed. I got the Packers as the 3 seed. I think they go like 11-5. I think 12-4 is their ceiling. Bears were 12-4 last year, 3 seed. I got Saints as the 4 seed. They still look good. Breeze will come back and make that offense better, as good as Bridgewater's been. I got the Bears as the 5 seed. And I got the Niners as the 6 seed. I think the Bears pull it together and at least qualify for a wild card spot. I was considering making Bears fans mad and putting like the Seahawks or like the Eagles in there and not including them, but I still think the Bears are a playoff team. So you guys don't necessarily have to do your rankings if you don't want to. Obviously, it's kind of tough, but give me your division winner and your 2 wild cards at least.
So I agree with you in the AFC with the division winners, except I think the Colts pull it off and get that 4 seed.
I just
I mean, I get
we'll
it.
see.
I
The
get
Colts are a more
Texans.
complete team.
Yeah.
And they have an offensive line where the Texans don't.
I get the Texans. They have DeAndre Hopkins and Deshaun Watson, who are awesome. They're both top 5 at their position. I mean, I like the Colts, though, and I've been saying Jacoby Brissett is the real deal. And like you said, they're a complete team. Marlon Mack is showing that last year for him wasn't a fluke. That offensive line is unbelievable. Not having Malik Hooker around is not great for them. He's injured now, but I still think the Colts, I think they go up. I think them and the Texans are flipped from your rankings. So I would have the Colts 4, Texans 5. I would have to agree with the Browns. They're too talented.
I still think they're.
And also, like, who would get in their place? Like, the Bills, maybe the Broncos?
Chargers?
The Broncos.
Oh, crap.
Chargers just got Melvin Gordon back.
All right, get the Browns out, Chargers, and...
I don't know, man. I'm still buying the Browns.
I mean, the Chargers, what are their individual records? Because the
Chargers right now are 1-2.
They're 1-2?
They lost to the Lions. They beat the Colts. No, who'd they lose to this week? The Colts?
No.
No,
Did the Colts play the Falcons?
No, they lost to the Texans.
Texans.
They beat the Colts week 1 in OT.
I'm still taking the Chargers. I think Philip Rivers always turns it on in the second half.
Well, they get the Dolphins this
And they
week,
get
so
the-
kind
and
of easy to right the ship.
And if they get when they get Melvin Gordon back. So, yeah, I'll take Chargers. Browns are out. Colts 4. In the NFC, I do like the Saints. Teddy Bridgewater looked good Sunday.
He did.
He looked really good. I really
I think he
liked
got thrown into that other game, and then with a week to
Exactly.
scheme,
Agree.
he looked a lot better.
Absolutely agree. I like your 49ers pick for that 6th seed. I gotta agree with this. I
Whole
think,
thing?
I think there's a chance that the Bears and the Packers fight it out, however that shakes out, because I think the Bears are gonna continue to get better. I think like the last 3 weeks of the season are really gonna decide how that goes. But yeah, I think you're pretty dead on with these.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All
Brendyn?
right, I'm looking at yours right now. So, my number 1 would be the Chiefs, number 1 seed.
Fair.
I just think they're rolling.
Yeah.
That's so much momentum from last year, and they're still, dominating teams.
No doubt.
2, I have Patriots in the AFC. 3, I'm gonna stick with the Ravens. I'm not big on the Browns bandwagon. So
No, you're not.
Yeah, I like your Texans pick as well. I love Deshaun Watson. But I don't know. I think, obviously Jacoby Brissett is playing really well.
Yeah, he is.
But
Try to tell you.
the Chargers getting Melvin Gordon back, that's just gonna,
That's big.
make their offense so much more complete. So I think I'll go 5 Chargers, 6 Colts. Browns narrowly miss it. And then in the NFC, I don't know. It's between the Cowboys and the Rams for the first seed. The Cowboys are rolling right now, so I'll probably put them. Then the Rams, then that NFC North spot. The Packers are they just look so good right now, and it sucks to say, but their defense is really good, and their defense has been arguably more complete than their offense has.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
So
No question, actually.
it's super hard, but right now I'd say the Packers win the NFC North, and then I agree with the Saints pick for that 4th seed, and then Bears number 5, but it's hard between the 49ers and the Seahawks because it's hard to count out Russell Wilson just because he's been doing it. What was it last season? He won the 8 games in a row or something like that. Last season or 2 seasons ago?
You're never out of the game if you have Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
He's a great fourth quarter
The
quarterback.
Texans won on a 9-10
Maybe
game
that was
streak
it.
last
I
year
don't know.
after they started 0-3 or
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, I don't know. Sometime Russell Wilson just had a run and pushed them into the wild card. So I'll probably
Shout out Benz.
just
Yeah, right.
just because
Finn's got a lot of love the last couple weeks on the
kidding.
show.
Yeah, no, no.
just because I know Russell Wilson has proven himself, and Jimmy Garoppolo really hasn't. I'll put the Seahawks in that 6th spot.
All right, Alex, really quickly.
Yeah.
You got anything to refute?
I don't think so. Kansas City 1 seed, Patriots 2. Give me the Ravens 3. I'm gonna flip.
You got the Colts winning the AFC South, and the Texans getting as a wild card.
Yeah,
I believe it.
yeah, and then Chargers to get that other wild card. NFC.
Go Browns. I'm gonna be a Browns stan this whole time.
Nah, man, not yet. Maybe next year.
Baker.
I got the Rams 1 NFC. I'm not convinced with the Cowboys just yet, but they are playing pretty good, so I'll give them the 2 seed for now. Same with the Packers. Just going off of who's playing well right now, I'll give them that 3 seed. Saints the 4 seed. Give me the Bears in the playoffs for sure. And I'm going to roll, with the Seahawks in that other wild card.
All right.
I have a thought.
What's that?
What if Melvin Gordon is ending his holdout just because the Chargers can't trade him until he comes back? So what if him
I
coming
thought they
back-
could.
But I mean, like, what if nobody's taking him until he gets, like, a couple practices in, like, shows he's healthy, like, shows that everything's good?
Rather than them doing
because
a
he's not
physical.
because he's not going to play this week. So,
For sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's coming.
just practicing.
He's reporting tomorrow on Thursday. He's not going to be ready.
I don't know, man.
I mean, that's what it seems.
Crazier
like
things have happened. Antonio Brown goes to Central Michigan now.
That's true. It seems like the consensus is that he won't play this week. So I'm thinking like, get a couple practices in Thursday, Friday, then do the early week practices next week, and they just ship him off to. I don't know.
Texans.
Texans?
I've been in on the Texans trading for
Texans
Melvin Gordon, whatever it takes.
Kansas City,
Yeah.
Buffalo.
No. Devin Singletary. Let him do his thing.
He's hurt right now.
Yeah, I know he's hurt right now, but let him come back and let him be your running
If you
back.
have a chance between Melvin Gordon and Devin Singletary, you're taking Melvin Gordon.
But you're gonna have to give up things, and that's the thing is the Bills are a complete team. Whatever. We'll see. It'll be fun to watch as the season unfolds. NFL season always good for this. Who do the Bears play this week?
The Bears play the Vikings Sunday, 3:25.
Should be fun.
Scary. I'm scared.
And at Soldier.
Your confidence was at, 8 or 9? and
Okay,
you're scared?
Dalvin Cook is a scary guy.
Yeah. And that receiving duo is scary too. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the death of the Cubs and just how the MLB season is wrapping up, because the AL wildcard is a lot of fun to pay attention to if you're done watching the Cubs, who are losing to the Pirates
The
right
NL
now.
Central is still interesting too.
Illini Drive is brought. Illini Drive is brought to you by University of Illinois Division of Intercollegiate Athletics, FightingIllini.com. Unified, develop, inspire, achieve. Stick with us. We will be right back. And welcome back to Illini Drive. As you heard right there, WPGU 107.1. This program tonight is brought to you by Headline Music App. Finding new music on Headline Music App is as fast and easy as swiping left or right on songs you like or dislike. Be the first to discover new bands before they become the next big thing. Just download the Headline Music App on the App Store right now and start swiping. It's just Tinder for songs. It's good. Download it. You'll enjoy it. Get new music. Cubs are dead.
Yes.
Rest in peace. They were pretty dead after the weekend, as we talked a little bit out on Monday, but then you drop 7-1 to the Pirates. There's no coming back. You're 5 games out of the wild card right now. Brewers are about to win. I don't know. I think that's the nail in the coffin.
I think.
I want to say, yeah.
I think if the Cubs lose tonight, or whenever they're next.
No, it's either
no.
Milwaukee wins or the Cubs lose. But Milwaukee's probably going to win anyway, so they're good. And the Cubs are
Maybe.
I mean, so Milwaukee
are stinky right now, so they're probably. So I mean,
Milwaukee's about to win. If the Cubs win, then they're still 5 back, and with four games remaining.
So yeah. So right. Yeah. So tonight.
Yeah.
It's over.
Dead. Nail, coffin. R.I.P. the Chicago Cubs 2019. You will not be missed. You were super inconsistent with your huge wins and 1-run losses, and plenty of times that you just didn't score a run. Kind of reminded us of 2018, and you're just not gonna make the playoffs with the offense that inconsistent. We're gonna play GM a little bit because Jake has some thoughts. As the Cardinals fan that he is he's unattached. He doesn't care about any of these players, so he's willing to trade them all. So, Jake, with your GM cap on,
I'm not gonna trade everybody, but
blow it up.
I mean, I think you have to fire Joe Madden.
Probably.
I have always held the stance that I think Joe Madden is a very overrated manager.
Who else is gonna get?
And what?
Who else is gonna get?
That's the problem. I mean, there's guys, and you're gonna see it when, the Royals are gonna be looking for a manager, and the Padres are now gonna be looking for a manager because they just fired Andy Green. There's gonna be teams, and so you're gonna see guys get plucked from the Dodgers bench and the Astros bench, and as usual, and probably the Yankees bench.
Give me the Astros pitching coach, whoever that guy is.
It's possible. I mean, you should want him. Because, the amount of guys that he's turned around, Verlander, Cole being the top 2, who are also going to be the top 2 for the Cy Young this year. And Cole's going to get a $200+ million contract in free agency.
White Sox.
So you're going to have that. But Joe Madden, I've always thought was a little overrated. Yeah, he's a good players coach, and yeah, he does these zany, quirky things, and it makes you feel good. But I've always thought tactically he's not great. In game he's not great, but he's good for your players, and the players seem to like him. That always goes somewhere. That's always good for a time.
Madden always takes the shots too.
Yeah,
He's good about standing in front of the media and just taking what they're giving him.
And that's what he did in Tampa Bay too. But you saw that grew old, and now look where the Rays are. Any other division they'd be winning other than the NL West. It just stinks that they happen to be in the same division as the Yankees. So I think Joe Madden gets fired. I think that's the right move. Whether the Cubs go in-house or they just completely clear out that coaching staff, it's possible. You maybe see if anybody will be willing to take Jason Hayward. I doubt it happens. I think you have to try your hardest to re-sign Castellanos.
I agree.
He's going to get a lot of money, though, because he's only 27. And he just put up a crazy season.
I was going to say, he deserves money after that second half that he just did.
And the thing is, you're going to see teams like the Padres, who are expecting to be in the playoffs next year, throw a bunch of money at them. The Giants, who are desperately trying to hold on to an aging core. You're going to see a team like the Red Sox show interest because they want to get back to the playoffs, and they might trade someone like Mookie Betts. You're going to see... We get the Red Sox a different... I have even more thoughts on the Red Sox, but we can do that.
We don't have time.
Yeah, right.
But so I think the Cubs might get outbid for Castellanos because you're going to have teams throwing stupid money at him. Even in division, I think the Reds are going to be players on the free agent market. So if you can get him for the right price and he maybe gives you a discount and that shows that he wants to come back, then I think you do it. But he's 27 in his prime. He's going to want to get paid. And, I mean, the numbers he put up, he's going to get a really, really nice contract. So assuming that you lose out on Castellanos, you're going to have to make some decisions. I think you have to have Nico Horner up on opening day next year. He's shown too much. You risk the Ian Happ thing where, okay, now there's film, there's tape on him, on his stance, what he swings at, what he doesn't. And so maybe now pitchers have something to work on with him, but also you give him a full winter with the big club, and with guys like Chris Bryant, Javier Baez, and Anthony Rizzo, things are going to work out. Kimbrel, you have to hope he bounces back. You can't cut him.
Yeah,
Right.
he's got 2 more years.
Mm-hmm. So you're stuck with that. You free up some money with Brandon Morrow being gone. Zobrist, that money comes
Forgot
off.
Brandon Morrow was on the team.
Yeah, exactly. So you have to try and finagle a little bit, see what you can do. But I think it starts with the coaching staff. And if anybody, and you guys are Cubs fans, if you see anybody recommend to you that Joe Girardi should be the next manager of the Chicago Cubs, remind them that Joe Girardi got fired from a 95-win Yankees team.
Yeah.
And now, after he's gone, they are consistently a 100+ win team.
Yeah.
So Joe Girardi
Not
is
the answer.
Done.
No.
Not the answer.
No.
Done. But
No.
I think the Cubs still have enough talent. I think you're healthier next year. Bryant, Rizzo, Contreras, Baez get full seasons from them. Of course, that's a huge if.
Yep.
But the pitching staff kind of at the end, especially Darvish at the end, showed you enough where you're confident with him and Hendricks as a 1-2 punch. You hope you can squeeze a little more out of Lester, but you always knew this was going to happen, where at the end...
And I think you let Hamels walk.
I don't even think you let him walk. I think same thing with Castellanos, you get outbid.
But I'm saying, like, I think that
Like, you're fine.
I'm cool. Like, Hamels can go. As sad as that is, because he had such a phenomenal second half of the team last year, and then looked very strong to start this year. I mean, by the end of his time, he was getting pulled every fourth inning, fifth inning that he was in. So.
And you let someone like the Padres or the Angels overpay for him.
Yeah.
There's no reason, especially the way that the Cubs contracts for pitching have gone recently.
Right.
You got to see if you can find something. I mean, see if you can find like a Brett Anderson or an Edward Jackson that you give a 1-year contract to, and they give you something, and they give you more than you bargained for. I mean, Katana looked good too. So you have 3 solid pitchers, and then Lester. You just need a 5th.
Yeah.
I honestly think you. If it's me, I start with Adbert Alzolay, and you bring him up, and you see, can you be the rotational 5th pitcher in the starting lineup? And if you can't, I mean, keep trying to bring Chatwood back in. If
Right.
like
Even if you use Chatwood as an opener. So like the way the Cardinals
I don't like that.
Even for 4 or 5 innings. The way the Cardinals used Waka at the end here, like
that relies so much on your bullpen.
Yeah,
and the Cubs don't have the
Don't
bullpen.
have a great bullpen, but I do think Kimbrel bounces back next year. I think you're going to see kind of like a Greg Holland thing. He signed with the Cardinals 2 years ago, like right on the eve of spring training. Had a terrible year. They ended up cutting him. He went to Washington, finished out the year strong. Had a really good year in Arizona this year. I think you see that. I think Kimbrel, full off season with a team, pitching coach, can do the team stuff, doesn't have to do it all on his own. I think you see him be better next year. But still, I mean, Strope's a free agent, right?
Yep.
I believe.
Yeah.
Carl Edwards got traded.
Yeah.
We traded
So
Carl
he's
Edwards.
gone. Montgomery gone. So
Gone.
you gotta figure something out.
Yeah.
But I think Kimbrel's better next year.
I-
Chadwood's your eighth inning guy.
I think I agree that you got to run it back with the lineup that you have.
You have
You
to.
you,
Yeah.
you maybe try to figure out if you can get a true leadoff hitter because
Oh my God.
it's
What was
ju-
the last time we had a true leadoff hitter?
it was. I mean, Dexter Fowler did his job in 2016. He
Yeah.
wasn't maybe the ideal leadoff hitter, but he did his job.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot of it comes to sort of what you're putting behind. I think you keep Horner up. I think you rotate him in at second baseman. Please, for the love of God, let Addison Russell just
Oh my God, just get rid of him. I don't
just
care
fade
how
away.
bad
It seems like it's going.
Just
in that direction.
fade away into the distance, and we don't have to worry about
Yes.
you and people saying he's a better defensive shortstop than Javier Baez. Just go away, go away, Addison Russell.
Fade into the night.
Yeah. All right, real quick because we gotta leave. But who's everybody's pick for the wild card? I got the Rays and Athletics.
Yeah. I need that game in the Coliseum. I need Rays and Athletics in the Coliseum. That'd be so weird. It'd be so awesome.
And then I got, I mean, it's Brewers Nationals, right? It's done.
I
Pretty
think
much.
so.
Yeah.
Brewers are scaring me. I think they have a chance if the Cubs, put up one last fight to try and end the season on a good note. I think.
Yeah,
they have a
actually,
chance.
I'm gonna do Cardinals Nationals.
I think
The Brewers team was gonna do what they do, and they just stupid hot in September. And
I mean, I think there's a chance because Flaherty pitched last night, and that was Tuesday. No, so he probably goes against the Cubs again at home, and Hudson and Wainwright have been awesome at home. Because Waka went today, so that means he probably doesn't pitch against the Cubs, which is good. So I still think it'll be Brewers Nationals, but I'm sweating it a little bit.
Yeah.
After the Cardinals played 19 innings last night and then lost to the Diamondbacks today.
all right, everybody else, who's your wild card?
Yeah, I'm sticking with the same.
Athletics, Rays, and
Yeah.
are you going to Cardinals or Brewers?
Brewers.
All right.
The Cardinals keep it.
Yeah, no, Brewers, Nationals, A's, Rays.
Indians are right there.
I
but
think we get a game 163 to decide the second wild card between Tampa Bay and Cleveland.
I hope
Which would
so.
be awesome.
Yeah.
I hope so.
Yeah, I
easy.
think so too. But I don't think
I
Cleveland
like
makes
game
it though.
163s.
All right. Well, that does it for us. Thank you for tuning into Illini Drive. It was a lot of fun. We hope you guys enjoyed it too. Make sure to listen on Thursday to the Tuesday Thursday crew as they prep for this weekend and talk about some Illini sports. For Alex, Brendyn, Jake, I am Nathan. Thank you very much for tuning in, and that will do it for us. Alex, hit the music.